Welcome back to TheProductioneerDude. Today we are continuing Doki Doki Fallen Angel. So in the last episode, we went to a school festival with Natsuki and Yuri, and now, I don't know, I think what we're probably doing next is like another checkup with Yuri and Dr. Langton, so yeah. Let's get into it. This is where we left off last time. A light glow shines onto my eyes, waking me up. I tighten my eyes before finally opening them. I extend my arm to grab my phone and bring it to my face. Saturday, 9:42 a.m. Very specific. Ugh. I look out the window. There appears to be some heavy cloud formations growing. Perhaps a storm is coming. Who is the storm that is approaching? Huh? I climb out of bed and start my day. I plop down onto my living room couch. For a while, I just sit in the serenity of my empty house. Always empty. Huh? I bring my phone into my field of view. It's Yuri. Is it okay if I start heading towards your house? I tap out a response. Yeah, that's fine. My arm falls limp again and I sit lifeless on my couch. I feel so bored today. Hopefully Yuri shows up soon to save me from this void that is my living room. Now how soon are we talking? For the next 20 minutes, I just sit on my couch staring at the ceiling. Suddenly I hear a bell. That must be Yuri. I heave myself up off the couch and make my way to the door. And... oh, I gently open the door. As always. Yuri appears on the other side. Hey, what's up? Good afternoon, Jeongin. Are you ready to go? Let me make sure I got my wallets. I slap my ass as hard as I can. Wait. I don't know if the mic picked that up. Anyway. Yeah, I got everything. Let's go. And also, I just slapped my thigh. But yeah. Yuri and I step outside and head towards the psychiatrist's office. Hello, you two. Welcome back. He speaks in his usual upbeat tone. Not exactly the kind of voice you'd imagine a psychiatrist to have. I shake his hand like always. He then offers his hand to Yuri and they shake as well. Well, shall we get started then? He gently opens the door. He opens the door to his office and gestures for us to step inside. Every time I see gently opened. We walk over to the couch and take our seats. Naturally, Dr. Langton sits in the chair opposite to us. So, as you know, this is simply a checkup. I just want to make sure the medication is working, everything is fine, etc. Okay. Yuri fidgets in her seat. That's odd. After all this time, I figured she'd be used to Dr. Langton by now. I guess we should start with the most blatant question. Have you been self-harming at all, Yuri? She shakes her head. No. That's good. He scribbles in his notebook. And I believe school has started back up again. Is that correct? Yuri nods. Yes. And how was the first week back? It was alright. He continues to stare at Yuri. Just fine? Yes. Something feels off here. Even with the exception of Yuri being an introvert, her one-word replies seem unnatural. Yeah, there's something going on for Xiao. It's like she's forcing the words out. Dr. Langton is leaned over his knees examining Yuri. After a short time, he leans back into his chair. He looks down at his notes, readjusts his glasses, and looks back up at Yuri. Are the kids at school treating you okay, Yuri? Well, what do you mean? I'm just asking how the students behave. Are they nice? Cheerful? Are you making friends? That kind of stuff. They're okay. Dr. Langton stares at Yuri for a few more seconds, before finally writing into his notepad. Is Yuri not going to bring up the group of boys? Maybe it's not important? Or maybe it is. You know, cue the Vsauce music. Yuri is acting weird, even by Yuri's standards. But is it really my place to say anything? I am just a bystander in their meetings after all. But I feel it's the doctor's right to know. I have to speak up. Yeah, hard choice. Okay, you know, I will. Hopefully Yuri doesn't resent me for bringing this up. Well, there was this one interaction yesterday. Oh? Yeah, she's scared. She's like, oh no, why'd you have to bring it up? He leans onto the edge of his seat. Yuri jerks her gaze onto me. There's fear on her face. Maybe I shouldn't have brought it up. Yeah, too late though. It wasn't anything really. Just a group of immature boys shouting obscenities. Dr. Langton softly bites on the tip of his pen. After a short period of thinking, he finally says something. And how did that make you feel, Yuri? He gets a glimpse of her hands trembling. Press them into her lap in an attempt to cover it up. You can be honest with me. I won't judge or think any less of you. I was angry. embarrassed, sad. There were so many emotions at once. It was like a .9 earthquake came and shook the very fabric of my soul. Then several, equally powerful aftershocks hit me right after. Yuri takes a moment to collect her thoughts. The doctor remains silent as well. But then Jeongin acted. He got us out of that horrendous situation. I'm very thankful for that. She clenches my hand and gives me a soft smile. Whoa. Dr. Lincoln stands over his notes. That's good to hear. I understand school can be a challenge, and I know kids can often be brutal at times, but I think as long as you two have each other, there's nothing that will hold you back. Just both a huge, almost cartoon-like smile. Like a shit-eating grin or something. Anyway, moving on. How's your prescription holding up? If I recall correctly, you should be requiring a new order soon, correct? He puts through some papers on his desk to reassure himself. Correct. Well, the pharmacy already has the files, so you can go at your own time. Moving his arm up in a large motion, he not so casually checks his watch. Well, then clasp his hands together. Oh, wait, no, still wait. I think that's all we have for today. Any questions? Yuri and I exchange glances. No, I think we're good. Wonderful. Feel free to contact me on when you want to schedule your next appointment. With that, he begins to shuffle us out of his office. We arrive at Yuri's house. Well, that went fairly well, I said. Or I'd say. What do you think, Yuri? Yuri, Daijobu? I've been acting weird recently. Or weirder than usual, in any case. I'm fine. Fine. Whenever a girl says that, usually things are the complete opposite of fine. No, just about if anybody usually said it like that. I subconsciously begin to take steps towards her. But Yuri begins to back away like an animal caught in a cage. However, she only backs away so far. I find myself inches from her. Yuri is only a little shorter than me, allowing us to maintain eye contact fairly easy. Even with that, she refuses to look me in the eyes. She begins to slowly open her mouth. Breathe, Yuri. Take a moment to collect your thoughts. Something she's done time and time again. Finally, she speaks up. I'm going to drop out of school. Wait, what? That's sudden. Yeah, what? Dropouts? You can't actually be serious. Yo, stop the cap. Okay, time out. It's rewind time. You're what? I'm sorry. There's a tinge of annoyance in my voice. This is why I didn't want to tell you. I knew you would be upset. Wait, how long have you been keeping this from me? For a while now. I feel disappointed and also a bit furious. The thought of Yuri hiding such a big decision from me hurts. Why are you just now telling me? I didn't want you to worry. Yuri, all I do is worry about you. Yeah, that's my literal life. Oh, and the music turns silly. A contorted expression grows on her face as if she just saw me kick a puppy. Hey, yo, what the fuck? I didn't realize I was such a burden to you. Someone you always have to think about and worry about. That's not what I meant. I'd hate to be a burden to you, Jeongin. I didn't say that. I guess I'm just not capable of looking after myself. After all, I'm just a girl with scars along her arms. A girl with no friends other than words on a page. I'm useless. No, Yuri, you're not Zhao, I promise you. And explain why you feel the need to spectate my life every waking moment of the day. Don't get upset at me for the secrets you've been hiding. Look, now we're getting off topic. Back to my point. You can't drop out of school because I said so. No. Yeah, why not? You just can't, yeah, because I said so. That's not your decision to make. Regardless, it's still a bad decision. You just don't understand. That's the problem, you never tell me. Okay, answer me this. Why do you want to drop out? I'd like to know. Oh, your grades are exceptional. Oh, it has nothing to do with my grades. Just because of the boys yesterday? I told you not to worry about them. The voice grows more irritated with each sentence. It's not just that. It's... What is it? I can't say. No, we're not keeping secrets anymore. This is not what this is all about, yo. Tell me what's wrong. I don't want to talk about it. No. I've worked too hard to get close to her, and once again she's shutting me back out. Oh, psh, and now he's enraged. It turns out that it's actually kind of loud. Anyway, damn it, Yuri. My thoughts are cloudy. I don't know what to do. I let her shut herself in. She may never come back out. Just tell me what's bothering you. But I can't. Feel my bloodstream heating up. Please stop resisting my help. Please don't do this. Do what? Help you? Listen to you? Actually take the time to find a medical professional to treat you and all your problems? Everything I do, Yuri, it's all for you. Yuri just shakes her head while trying to hold back tears. I didn't want this. You didn't want this? Of course, Yuri. How could I forget? I'm just the guy who chased you down, barged into your house, and forced his way into your life unwanted. You know, I respected your privacy, but asserted my authority as your friend by coming in anyway. Anyway, it's not like that. Then what is it like? I don't know. Please just stop saying that. Surely you have to know something. Surely. This is going nowhere. My hands are shaking as I drink a liter of an energy drink. I feel the steam rising out of my ears. I have to keep pressing forth. This is what she did when I first found her cutting her wrist. She pushed me away as far as she could. I can't let her ruin her life. I catch a glimpse of myself in the window. My enraged reflection stares back at me. What I see disgusts me. Here I am yelling at the girl I thought I loved. Jeongin? Yuri's voice snaps me out of my daze. She's no longer yelling. In fact, her voice is so quiet it's barely audible. I don't want to see us like this. Suki, or sorry, I don't know what the Japanese phrase is. Anyway, love. I've heard that word so many times in the past several months. Heard it come from Yuri's lips. My lips. My best friend's lips. I feel it's been said so much it's lost all meaning. If you really loved me, you would tell me what's wrong. If you trusted me, you would give me time. I don't know who to trust anymore. You can taste the venom dripping from my teeth. It's bitter, yet satisfying to feel spit out of my mouth. A tear glides down Yuri's face. All the memories we made, the stories we shared, the time we spent. Guess even hot love has a cold end. Look her straight in her eyes. The windows to the soul, as she put it. I suppose they're just bittersweet memories at this point. I feel like a failure. After everything I've done, you still don't trust me. Yuri's protracted body only makes me feel worse. It makes me to sear like this. But why can't I stop? Now it's my turn for my voice to be barely audible. Why don't you like anyone? You didn't see the messages. What messages? Wait a minute. Is it the messages that I'm actually thinking about? Yeah, what messages? The ones that everyone saw. Wait, I think to myself. Last week. The boy in class who stifled a laugh at a long message. The two loud girls in my class. They were talking about someone in text message. What was in the messages, though? I have to know. Look back at Yuri. She looks lifeless. But I have to make a choice. Alright, press or drop. Also, I don't like how you can't even save her. I don't know. I feel like the situation's a little too awkward, so maybe we should just drop it for now. I'm sure he'll come back to it later, but yeah, I'll do this. I can't carry on. She refuses to let me in. She created a wall around herself that I'm not strong enough to tear down. For the second time in the recent months, I felt completely useless. If only there was a word to describe the emptiness I feel right now. I can't do this anymore. What do you mean? It's like glass, Yuri. Sometimes it's better to leave it broken than to hurt myself trying to pick it up. Yuri is taken aback from my statement. Her eyes begin to fill like waterfalls. But tears don't fall. They crash. Go away. What? Oh, go away, Jeongin. Okay, yep. It's over. Her voice is still barely audible, but there's force behind her statement. So this is how you want it to be? Please just go. I don't say anything after that. There's nothing left to say. I stared at her for a bit longer. Taking her long purple hair, her woman-like body and her lavender eyes, yada. Lavender eyes that even red with tears still pierced through my soul. Turn on my heel and leave her house. For once, it's not the morning sunshine that wakes me up. This time I'm shocked awake by the sound of crashing thunder. There's a storm screaming outside. Without the sun, I have no idea whether it's morning or afternoon. 10:24 a.m. It's a bit late, but not too bad. I climb out of bed as the rain continues to pour. I sit down on the couch. Ugh. Resting my elbows on my knees, I press my face into my palms. What did I do yesterday? I yelled at Yuri for no reason. Stupid! 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 I smacked my forehead repeatedly. I got upset and allowed my emotions to get the better of me. This is my fault. I feel like my insides are being pricked by needles. I really am a failure, huh? There has to be something I can do. I need to apologize to her. Lightning continues to strike outside. I look outside my living room window. It shows no signs of stopping either. The rumbling continues to shake the ground. Flashes of white fill the glass screen. I run back upstairs. Throwing open my closet door, I grab my raincoat. I'm going to apologize to Yuri in person. Dripping it on, I begin to prepare myself for the icy rain. What in the world? Oh, I pull my phone from my pocket. It's a random number, but I recognize the area code. Hello? Oh, it's a woman. Hello? May I speak to Jeongin, please? Speaking. And who's this? I'm calling from Northeast Medical Hospital. The hospital? Oh, for Sayori, huh? And why are you calling me? You're listed as the emergency contact for Miss Sayori. Sayori. Is everything okay? Yes, she's awake. My grip loosens and my phone nearly slips out of my hand. Awake? Sayori is awake? My mind begins racing faster than the lightning outside. This is incredible news. So incredible I forgot how to speak. Hello? Hello? Gomenasai. Can I see her? Of course. That was the whole purpose of this call. Okay, I'll be over there soon. Arigato so much. You're very welcome. Goodbye. I hang up and jam my phone back into my pocket. Without another thought, I tie my shoes and dash out into the storm. Alright, I arrived at the hospital. Its cold hallways do nothing to warm me up from the freezing rain. I begin to walk towards the secretary desk. Halfway to it, the hospital doors fly open. A brown-haired man wearing a regular shirt and jeans comes barreling through. He has a worried expression. He cuts past me and to the secretary desk. She points the way to a doctor, and he rushes to the doctor down the hall. Doctor with a sour face points to a room. The man finally rushes into the room. I'm at a loss. Alright then. I finish my trek to the secretary desk. May I help you? I'm looking for Sayori. She begins to scroll through her computer. Your name? Jeongin. Perfect. Miss Sayori is in room 309. She points behind me. Just take those elevators to the 3rd floor and follow the hallway. Arigato. Practically run from the desk to the elevators as if it were a race. 3rd floor. Why does every part of a hospital look exactly the same? I silently damn the architect who designed this place. There's a line of doors before me. As I walk past them, I take note of the numbers. 307, 308, 309. I lightly knock on the door. There's no response. My hand presses down on the handle. I gently open the door, bro. Bruh. Okay, that line's always gonna live rent-free in my head every time that comes up. I walk into the hospital room. Hey look, it's the same background as the high school toolmate. Somehow it's even colder than the hallway. My eyes pan through the blank walls. Hey, there she is. It's about Sayori laying on the bed. Sayori. Jeongin. Across the room in a flash and embraced Sayori. Oh my god. I was so worried. I'm so sorry, Sayori. Jeongin. Is that really you? I could ask you the same thing. If I couldn't feel her soft skin in my hands, I wouldn't believe it was actually her. I stifle my sobs and collect myself. I stand over her bed. I'm so sorry, Jeongin. No. This is my fault. I should have done more to be there for you, Sayori. I'm so caught up in my own feelings I never thought about you. I was selfish. Sayori just smiles sadly. You're silly, Jeongin. Huh? That was not the reaction I was expecting. I was a selfish one. I did the most selfish thing possible. I didn't think of anyone else in that moment. Her eyes are red from tears. I watched they glide down her cheeks and crash onto the plain white sheets of the bed. I'm just glad you're awake. You're actually awake. I repeat myself just to confirm. I was so scared. I really can't put into words how concerned I was. Sorry I made you sad. Wave my hand dismissively. Enough with the apologies. Let's agree to just both be sorry.
Nice.
Corners of their mouth raised. Okay. So, how is everyone? Good. I nod reassuringly. Everyone's good. Natsuki's holding down the fort for you. That's nice of her. And you and Yuri? Uh-oh. Yeah, pang of guilt flashes over me. Still haven't apologized to her. I mean, it's alright. I light through my teeth. Sayori's been through enough. I don't want to worry her with my problems. I attempt to shift the topic. I know I sound like a broken record, but I'm just really glad you're awake. I was losing sleep over you. Meanwhile, I was gaining sleep. The fact that Sayori can still keep her aloof attitude, I find somewhat admirable. Knowing she's okay does put a smile on my face. I just want things back to normal, Sayori. He stares out the window. Do you know what it's like being in a coma, Jeongin? No. Can't say I do. It's kind of like you're sleeping. Time passes by differently when you're asleep. When I woke up, I was worried I was 50 years in the future and everyone would feel old and wrinkly. It was also scary. She stares at me with her sky blue eyes. There were times when I was aware of my surroundings. Aware? I could sense things, if that makes sense. It doesn't. Sometimes I could feel the nurse changing out my IV, or I could hear the doctor having a conversation outside. One time I heard the doctor discussing with my parents on the phone about something called the patient's right to die. Oh my god. Whether or not it's ethically okay to put me to sleep, my heart drops into my stomach. Just hearing those words causes my legs to grow weak. It was like I was watching the movie of my own death. The scariest part was that I couldn't use my legs to run away. I didn't have a voice I didn't have a voice to call for help, or to talk to myself to keep company. It gets lonely. You see your fears come to life. I'm glad I'm not afraid of the dark. She gives a small giggle before returning to a serious tone. Or as serious as someone like Sayori can sound. It's hard to escape your inner demons when you're encaged in your own mind. So sorry you had to go through all that, Sayori. I placed my hand on hers. It was an interesting experience, to say the least. Who knew you could learn so much while being asleep? Make sure to tell my teachers that. Yo, true. Anyway, we share a small laugh between us. That sound gives me a nostalgic feel of our childhood. Back when Sayori and I would play around the block. Climb trees, cause mischief. I refuse to believe that girl is gone. As I look into her eyes, I see despair. Would it be better to go back and change what happened? Don't dwell on the past. She says that as if she read my mind. Yeah, everyone is a mind reader. Except for you, Jeongin. Like I said, I learned something while asleep. This experience shows me what I've become. A solution I took to try to stop the pain. And in it, I almost lost the most important thing to me. My eyes have been opened to something newer, something greater. What's the word for that? An epiphany. Is that the right word? It is. Yeah, Yuri would probably know, yeah. I don't know if I'll ever beat my depression, but I do know I won't let it beat me. It'll be a lifelong battle. I'm willing to stay by your side through it all. I think I'd like that. Oh yeah. Let's go. Alright, Sayori gives me a smile. This time it's a genuine Sayori smile. A smile that fills this bland white room with hope, purity, and warmth. Everyone's going to be really happy to see you back. I'm sure. You know, for a second, I was expecting both of you and Monika to be here. Monika? Why would we be together? When I woke up, I actually spoke to her. She said you and her would visit me. Sayori, I think the anesthesia is still affecting your brain. How would Monika get a hold of me? She has your number. She what? Monika has my number. I gave it to her when you joined the club. It's only obvious a club president should be able to contact their members. My mind is having a hard time keeping up with its own thoughts. The pieces of the puzzle slowly start to take form. Jeongin, are you alright? Look like you've seen a ghost. Sayori, where's Monika? I believe she said she'd be stopping by around... Looks at the clock on the wall. Oh, how convenient. She should be here any second.
Wow!
It all lines up. I need to go to the bathroom. Do you mind? Not at all. Turn on my heel and power walk out of the room. Yeah, excuse me, I gotta go take a shit. Alright, run down the corridor. I don't look where I'm going. Suddenly I find myself falling. Oof. Head starts to throb. Cold tiles press against my face. Ugh. Place my hands on the floor and push myself up. I collect my bearings and look to see who I ran into. Of course. As Sayori said. How convenient.
Well,
Okay, there she is. Hiya, Jeongin. You know, you should really be more careful. Yeah, watch where you're going. No. Even if we're in a hospital, it's best not to hurt yourself. Cut the banter, Monika. I know what you've been doing. Stick my finger in her face. This ends now. Why are you trying to screw up my life? What do you mean, Jeongin? You think I'm dense? Than osmium? Alright, I figured out your little game. All those strange texts. They're from you. Well, it took you long enough to figure that out. What is wrong with you? Do you find enjoyment in ruining other people's lives? I could ask you the same thing. None of this would have happened if it weren't for her. Her? What are you talking about now? You and your little girlfriend. You think you can intrude on my life? We didn't intrude on anything. What? Did we ruin your perfect life? Yes. Stunned by your straightforward answer. You did. Everything was perfect. My family was loving. My grades were second to none. Everyone loved me. I had friends. I had a club I was proud of. The only thing missing was someone to share it with. And then you came along. And finally had someone to share my life with. But you didn't choose me. Monika's voice grows louder with every sentence. You didn't choose me. Why, Jeongin? You could have had something perfect, but instead you chose a broken girl. Just shut your mouth, pal. I stepped face to face with Monika. You can't do anything now. I tried to warn you. I tried showing you your true side, but you were too oblivious. Why? Why couldn't you have loved me instead? Hospital staff and even some patients have been silently witnessing our quarrel. My life could have been perfect. Why didn't you choose me? Maybe you're not as perfect as you think, damn. Oh, what a savage clapback. Monika is shocked by my words. I recognize that look in her eyes. The same look Sayori showed when she confessed about her depression. The same one Natsuki showed when she spoke of her father. It's even the same look Yuri had when she told me about her cutting. They all shared that same look in their eyes. The look of fear. Fear of being lost in an unforgiving world. I didn't want any of this, Monika. I just wanted a normal life. That's not what was given to me. Just like you, I had dreams of a perfect life. But this world isn't perfect. You have to learn that eventually. Monika looks heartbroken. Her words come out as a whisper. No. No. No, no, no. I worked hard for this. I worked too hard to get what I wanted. But in the end, Monika gazes down the hall to where room 309 is. Or at the ones I love. Love. What a stupid word. You need to accept the past, Monika. Everything you do has consequences. You have to live with them. But you can still change who you are. Why did I say that? Maybe it's the look in Monika's eyes. They all share the same look. Just like Yuri, Monika is a lost girl in a cruel world. I feel a little pity for her. We can forgive you. Monika shakes her head. You don't know what I've done. It'll be okay, Monika.
Nope.
I told everyone. Told everyone what? It was the only way to get her out of the picture. Monika's emerald eyes begin to turn red. Wait, once again I find myself eye level with that crying girl. Told everyone what? That'll do it for this part of Doki Doki Fallen Angel, and oh my god, like... I decided to actually split this into 2 parts once again, because I did another long recording. And, yeah, everything just... I don't know, I thought like it was a good spot to end it, at least, where we're about to find out what Monika actually said, or, you know, did in a case, so yeah. With that, I do hope you guys enjoyed that. In the top right corner of your screen, there will be an annotation to the next part once it becomes available. And with that, I will see you all in the next one. Peace.